What is the current state of the WWE? In recent videos, I've probably sound a little down on the WWE because that's just because I don't think the product is in a very good place right now. And I was very hopeful for WWE in 2026 because it felt like all of 2025 was built around John Cena and the John Cena retirement tour, and they kind of put themselves into a corner with that whole story. So I was very hopeful to begin 2026 for the WWE, hoping that they would be able to capitalize on what was a fairly good year for the WWE in 2025. And so far, they really haven't done that in 2026. And look, it sucks to be making a video like this. I don't like making videos that are overly negative and all that stuff. Like, I like to keep things a little more positive, a little more fun around here, but something like this needs to be talked about because the drop off that WWE has seen since WrestleMania 40 basically to now has been monumentally bad. When we were in the 2022, 2023, a little bit of 2024 era, that was when WWE was firing on all cylinders. Obviously, all of it coming together at WrestleMania 40. But that little stretch of time felt like WWE was finally starting to get back to the levels that we saw during the 90s and the Attitude Era. But now, fast forward to 2026 present day, and we're not talking about the same WWE that we were just a few years ago. So, in this video, we're obviously going to be talking about WWE so far in 2026, and we're going to be taking a look into why the product maybe isn't necessarily the best right now. Real quickly, before we get too far ahead in the video, I want to say that if you are a WWE fan, consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. That is all we post is WWE related content. So if you are a WWE fan, again, consider subscribing. It's free. You can always change your mind later. So let's start off with the obvious, and the obvious is TKO. TKO coming in, buying WWE, and for lack of a better term, pretty much controlling WWE at this point, I think has contributed a lot into the downfall of the WWE right now. Since TKO has come in, we have started to get oversaturated with the amount of celebrity appearances and advertisements specifically. And look, we knew that this was going to be a slippery slope for the WWE to try to navigate, and I just don't think that they have done a very good job at that. The celebrities being involved, that's one thing. I have talked about this many times. I'm okay with WWE wanting to use a celebrity just as long as they're not just there for a paycheck. They are there because they have a genuine love and care for the business. Obviously, the ones that come into my mind, Bad Bunny can always come right back to the WWE. I have no problems with that. I'm even okay with guys like Jelly Roll coming back into the mix every once in a while. And right now, I'm okay with what Lil Yachty is doing with Trick Williams. But when we see TKO and WWE implement these celebrities into their major storylines that should not have any celebrity involvement, that's when I start to have my issues. I look at the John Cena Cody Rhodes match from WrestleMania 41. I look at the WrestleMania 42 match between Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. There's just been such an overabundance and overusage of these celebrities in WWE's top storylines. And that just should not be a thing. The other one with TKO is obviously the ads. The ads are just completely, they're ruining WWE PLEs right now. Specifically WrestleMania. What we saw at WrestleMania 42 was absolutely just ridiculous. I forget what the actual timing was, but when you have a wrestling show that has just as much ad time as there was actual wrestling, that's a bad thing. So again, that was the obvious one. TKO coming in, taking control of the WWE, and start overusing celebrities, start running ads into the ground. The next one that we're going to be talking about is WWE not allowing their younger superstars to get these main event spots. In recent days, it was revealed that Braun Breaker was scheduled to win the Royal Rumble thanks to WWE Unreal. And that would have helped Braun Breaker out immensely, but now here we are, and Braun Breaker's playing second fiddle to Austin frickin' Theory. Obafemi, who I still think is in a very good spot, but Obafemi wins King of the Ring, meaning he gets a title opportunity. But instead of giving him that title opportunity, they give us another match with Brock Lesnar. Now, I am okay with another match with Brock Lesnar, but I did kind of want to see Obafemi and Roman Reigns. And I do hope that eventually we're going to end up getting that match. Again, talked about it in my last video, Roman Reigns being on the back nine of his career. We don't know how much longer we have of Roman Reigns, especially with him working that tribal chief schedule and only being here half the time. But I really did think that WWE was going to start pushing these younger guys, their NXT call ups, to the main event. It's clear that guys like Obafemi are ready for the main event spot. Braun Breaker has shown that he can be put in that position. I think that they're willing to play the long game with guys like Trick Williams, Javon Evans, and Ethan Page, so on and so forth. But I still think that those three have incredible potential in the WWE. It's just a matter of if WWE sees them as true main event talent or not. The next one that we're going to be talking about, which kind of ties into the last topic that we talked about, but that is WWE just simply not using their performers. Names like Ilya Dragunov hasn't been seen on WWE TV in, God, I don't know how long at this point. But Ilya Dragunov is a guy that people want to see, and people know a lot about the guy. They want to see him do what he does best, and that is being in the ring. And WWE is just, for whatever reason, holding him off of TV. Julia, out of the women's division, hasn't been seen at all. And again, she's another one that is an incredible talent that WWE is just not using. And look, you can go down the WWE main roster and you can pick and choose who hasn't been seen in however long it's been. There has just been way too many names that have not gotten the screen time, the proper screen time that they deserve. Because, again, they can do it. This is what they do best, and WWE is just not allowing them to do it. I have no doubt in my mind that people like Ilya Dragunov, like Julia, like Jordan Grace can be megastars in this industry. For whatever reason, WWE just does not see it that way. The last one that we're going to touch on is the booking decisions. The booking decisions have not been good. And it's one thing if they're just a bad storyline, but it's when the storylines just don't make any sense at all. Recently, the one that comes to my mind is Liv Morgan being in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Liv Morgan being the women's world champion in the Queen of the Ring tournament, going for another title opportunity. Why WWE had her in that position in the first place, I don't know. And especially when the finals for Queen of the Ring was Liv Morgan and Io Sky, and we saw Io Sky beat Liv Morgan, become Queen of the Ring, and immediately announce the match at SummerSlam between Liv and Io. And that just felt like it was way too many hoops for WWE to put them through when we were going to get that match anyway. So instead of putting Liv Morgan through the Queen of the Ring tournament where people knew that she wasn't going to win, there was no reason for her to be in there. Instead, you could have had Io and Liv have a match at Night of Champions and have them build towards a second match at SummerSlam. And now we're not even really seeing a whole lot between Io Sky and Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is more busy with Danhausen than she is Io Sky, and that's just one storyline that's just not making a whole lot of sense right now. There are plenty others that you can pick and choose from. So if you were to ask me what the current state of the WWE was right now in 2026, I would say it's not been good. And again, I'm someone who tries to put a positive spin onto things, but I just can't sometimes. And I think the kind of last straw into making me want to make a video like this was the last episode of Saturday Night's Main Event, where we got the final segment between Roman Reigns, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton, and Seth Rollins. That final segment that took 25 minutes was my last straw. That single segment alone forced me to make this video. Because instead of having that tag team match with CM Punk and Cody Rhodes taking on Gunther and Sami Zayn, which was a tremendous match, that match should have been the main event. And it got sidelined for WWE trying to pull the Homer card and having Jalen Brunson come out and waltz around with the Larry O'Brien NBA Championship trophy. That segment was so bad. It did nothing to progress the storyline between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. It made Seth Rollins look like an idiot, and made him look like the heel. And he's really not the heel in this story. Neither of them are. So that segment kind of really forced me to make this video. And again, I'm a guy that likes to keep things a little more on the positive side. But seeing that last segment at Saturday Night's Main Event, I was beside myself. And I have not felt that bad about WWE in quite some time. Seeing just how much of a drastic drop off we have had post WrestleMania 40 is something that is just really sad, in all honesty. So, this is where I want to hear from you guys. Let me know down below in the comment section what your thoughts are on this video. And let me know what your thoughts are on the current state of the WWE. Do you think the product is good? Do you think it's bad? Do you think it's kind of somewhere in between? Again, you know my thoughts. For the longest time, I was kind of in the middle of good and bad, and then after Saturday Night's Main Event, I went all into bad. And if there's something that I missed that you don't like about WWE doing right now, let me know in the comment section as well. As always, don't forget to leave all of your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section, and while you're down there, swing by the description and click the Linktree link. That is the only link in the description for a reason. That is because it will take you to all of the social media platforms for this channel. I do strongly suggest going and checking out our X page. Besides YouTube, I am most active over on X. We do updates for Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, and the PLEs. And we are also over on Instagram and TikTok as well. Over there, you can expect clips from these videos, and it's just another place for me to post when I do upload a video on here to YouTube. So if you do enjoy these videos and you're looking for some extra content, again, Linktree link in the description. It'll take you to wherever you want to go. So with all that said and done, that is going to do it for this video here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button. If you really enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button. Again, both are free. Both really help out the channel a lot. And of course, if you have made it to this point of the video, I want to say thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch these videos here, because it genuinely does mean the world to me. And as always, stay tuned for more WWE content coming in the future. We'll see you next time.